Hi everyone, Emma here. So we're going to call this the Chronicles of Emma's Day today. So I started out with working on Kath's jewelry box to get that finished so I can get it shipped out this week. But I needed a break. I had to go look for tools and I needed a screw to attach the new knobby to go on the box. So these guys have been on my desk lined up like this since I did the the part 2 of the Artbeads dollar bead box. So I wanted to show you, these were actually the more exciting ones, if you can think of it that way, because they're bugles, and these are triangles. There's a few leftover 8-0s we'll take a look at. So let's take a look at what I got. I'm so excited. I really was excited to get the bugles because I have a bracelet design that I just love doing, and want to try some different colors. So let's take a look. I'm using my blue mat and it seems a bit dark, but we'll see. They look a little nicer. And I got a gift from Winona, the left-handed beader. You should check out her channel. She's really cool. She heard me talking about me needing some new mats. So she sent me one of those blankets. I forget what they call them, but she sent me a whole blanket to cut to make new bead mats. So, and it's a bit of a kind of a medium gray, so not quite charcoal, but not light gray. Anyway, so I'm going to try that and see how that works. I'm sure with my lighting it should be fine, but that was super, super kind of her. Thank you so much, Winona. I'm just looking at my, I thought I washed my hands well. Anyway, I'm going to do this unboxing, then go have lunch, and then get back to the jewelry box. So you'll be seeing some videos soon with that. So let's take a look at the 8-0s here. Let me grab them. They're right here. Oh, there's a few more underneath here. Okay, so these here are Olympic bronze. Oh my gosh, these are really gorgeous. I was saying too, and let me tilt this a little better so I'm not reaching so much. I think I might move these guys over a bit so there's more space. When I went through their site, I go through and I check everything and I check the prices and try and get the items that are 50% off. So I just calculate, I mean, if it's $1 bead, then the regular price should be $2. That means it's 50% off. So that's what I do. And then, like, I'll place one item in the cart of that color. And then I go back and I think, oh, do I use these often? Let me, say get 4 tubes and that kind of thing. I wish I'd have got more of these. That's long story short. These are unbelievable. They are gorgeous. Let me get a white tray so you can get the full effect of these guys. They're stunning. Wow. It's hard to see. They all end up sitting on their side. But let me see if I can flip them over. Yeah, there we go. So there's kind of different variations. Like, it's sometimes it looks a little pinky orange, and then sometimes it looks a little lighter. So these are really gorgeous, and of course they're incredibly uniform. They're those size 8 round Tohos. So they have that little bit of a tubular look to them. So these are beautiful. But this is a good way to test out a color and a shape. And then if you like them, I would recommend you wait till the next sale. And actually, they have one on right now. I think it ends tomorrow. No, not sure when it ends, but take a look at Artbeads, they have a store-wide 25% off. So that's still a good deal. You know, if there's items that rarely come on sale, that's a good way to, because you can always add your coupon that they usually send you. And now that I think of it, I didn't get a coupon with this one, with this order. I'll have to check my paperwork. So that's that one. Let's moving right along. I'm very chatty today. Can you tell? Like, turn the camera on. I need to talk to somebody. So here is the round 8, and this is Silverline Topaz. Oh my gosh, one of my favorites. So delicious. Use these all the time. Look at that. These are amazing. And then I have the next one is a little bit darker. Let me see if it's called dark topaz or smoky topaz. So I probably have these already. These are beautiful. So I wanted to make sure too that I stocked up on some 8/0s because I'm getting ready to do a bunch of videos on herringbone, and I just find I did a bracelet with an 11/0 Delica with herringbone, and it's stunning, but it was a lot of work because they're so tiny compared to these guys. These like take a half an hour to do a bracelet on herringbone. So, and there's this one. This one is transparent rainbow smoky topaz. I don't think so. It doesn't look. Maybe. Oh, I guess it is. When I opened it, you can see the bead is actually a smoky topaz with this rainbow AB. That's wild. Oh, this reminds me of the fair or the circus, like these colorful rainbow iridescent looks. There we go. And then these two, so I already did a, yeah, I did this one here, the herringbone bracelet with this. Oh no, you know what it was? It was the one that I did for Diane. So it was this style, but I put a mermaid in the middle and some fish on the side. But this was the herringbone, and I used these. These have a rainbow AB on it as well, and they are so lovely. And when you get a bunch together, you can really see that rainbow AB. So what are they? Gray lined rainbow crystal, and that's 2 of those. I'm surprised I don't, like I didn't, this time I didn't order in 2s, but you know what? Coming up, you'll see I actually did order multiples. So Goldline, so I did think ahead. I'm kind of surprised that I ordered so many of the triangles. I've never used the triangles, and I have gotten some from Jill Wiseman at her garage sale. So these ones are Goldline Topaz, and they have like an iris AB, or you might call it a rainbow AB on them too. So I don't know why they didn't list that on the packaging, because they're, oh my god. So these are size 11s. They're teeny tiny. I think the ones I got must have been 8s that I got from Jill Wiseman. So I was wondering what to do with these, and somebody did respond and say anything that you would do peyote with, you can use these triangles for, and they're really gorgeous. These are so beautiful. The rainbow AB on this is not quite coming up on the camera, but oh my god, I can't believe how teeny tiny they are. Wow, look at that. That's small. So I have a few of these. What could we make? I know right away one should go for a giveaway, because guess what's coming up soon? I would say probably, it's hard to tell. I think things have slowed down right now on YouTube with people getting out and about with the summer and 3 years of COVID. People are sick of it, so they're getting outside and doing stuff. But so the numbers are coming up. I'm at 77, so another 300 subscribers, and that usually takes, when things are going really fast, that's less than a week. But so I'm guessing a week or two. So I think actually I should put one away right now so that I don't forget. And then I'll have it on my desk and I'll be like, why did I put that there? What is it? It's not in its place. Oh, these beads, they don't behave. Oh, my wife asked me, are you going manic? No, I think I am. I had an phone appointment with the nurse for mental health because I have bipolar disorder. So this time of year is actually the time that I go manic. So I had gotten my blood work and it showed my lithium level was kind of low. So I mentioned to her, I said, can you send a message to the psychiatrist and say, I'm willing to go up by half a pill. It's a capsule, but go up by half to see if we can get that back in the therapeutic level. Oh, I can't order medication. I'm like, I'm not asking you to order medication. I'm saying send a message to the doctor. Oh, well, she's really busy. And then she's on vacation for 2 weeks. And I'm thinking, all the more reason to send her a message this week before she goes on vacation so that when she comes back, I'm not in a full-blown manic episode. I was getting frustrated with her. Can you tell? So these ones are called Goldline Black Diamond. They're really pretty. They're kind of a dull gold, but they're still really elegant looking. So when she did finally agree to send a message to the psychiatrist, I said, now, in your notes to her, and I was trying to be really polite, I said, can you just make sure you reiterate that this is the time of the year that I usually go manic? Because she won't remember that. She has so many patients. And again, she starts with, I can't change your medication. I'm like, I'm not asking you to change my medication. So if I don't hear from the psychiatrist, I'm going to call and say, because it's very unusual for me to ask for more drugs. I'm like, can you reduce this? Like most patients with bipolar, they don't want to take their drugs. I am the same way. This one is called Goldline Peridot, and oh my god, it's my new favorite. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait. What can we make with these guys? Oh, they are crazy. They're so beautiful. That is amazing. It's a kind of a cross between lime green and olivine. So it's just stunning. And it's like you got shiny parts and then the duller parts, just whichever way it sits. So that is awesome. So the other information that I got from the nurse yesterday is that she's moving on. Again, I don't want to be mean, but I'm so glad. We never got along, and it's not that we didn't, quote, get along. It was just I never felt connected. And it's hard when you have to talk about things that are really personal and you don't feel that connection with the person. And I don't know what it... yeah, I don't know what it was that never clicked with us. And I've had her for a couple of years. This is Inside Color Crystal Gold Line. So surprisingly, this is different from the others that I showed you. Let me see. I'll grab. So these are the two others. So you can see it's actually different. So that's interesting. And you know what's funny about this being different colors? I will go to make something and I'll put certain colors together and I'll have in my head, I'm like, I need this color to go with it. And I'll go and it'll be like a gold. And I'll take it and I'll put it next to the thing. I'm like, no, wrong gold. Try another one. No, wrong gold. So it's good that there's a bunch of different ones, variations. So let's take a look at these. So yeah, she's the nurse is. She says she's taken a different position. I don't know what that means, or if that's just code for I'm getting the hell out of here. I'll tell you what though, my psychiatrist is so amazing, and she is so thorough, and I feel like on some level, if you worked under her, so that's how they work at mental health, is the psychiatrists and the nurses. Like the nurses are assigned to that psychiatrist. So the fact that she's so thorough, that I find like my visits to the nurse, I spend most of my time, I feel like I'm being interviewed by the psychiatrist. So it's like checking all the boxes on what's going on, rather than, for me, the fact that I go see a nurse is so that I have somebody to talk to and talk things through. So like yesterday, oh my gosh, I feel bad that I'm telling you guys this. I hope she doesn't watch my videos. So first of all, in April, I had an appointment with her and the psychiatrist over the phone. And the psychiatrist said, I'll rebook you for September. If anything changes, just let the nurse know and she'll rebook you in to see me sooner. So in the meantime, you know, you have an arrangement with the nurse. How often you see her is up to you, but so I'll have the nurse, and she verified that with the nurse, call you back with an appointment time. She never called me. Of course, I had all these appointments with cancer stuff going on, so I never did call her back. So then I thought I better call her, and particularly before the radiation therapy, because I wanted to make sure that if there's any issues where they might take me off the lithium before the radiation, I don't know, due to dehydration or whatever, I thought I better check with the psychiatrist on that. So I called to book the appointment. When I called and talked to the secretary, I told her what was going on. So, like, the secretaries are really nice too. So, because I wanted to make sure, the nurse called me back. So she called me. She's like, so for the appointment, she's like, yeah, so I got your information. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? So I told her what was going on. She's like, oh, okay, so you're handling it really well. And I said, yeah, I'm doing really good. And I explained, you know, Jen's been helping me out and stuff. I don't need any extra drugs and whatnot. That was it. She moved right on to something else. She didn't say, I'm sorry to hear that. And I was like, I talked to the cashier at Walmart, and she's like, oh, your hair is so beautiful. And my sister has curly hair like you, but she had cancer, so she lost all her hair. And I said, well, yeah, I have cancer too. And she's like, oh my gosh. The next time I go to Walmart, I see her. She remembers us, and she starts talking to me. She's like, how are you doing? And like, my own nurse didn't even ask or say something about it. I was like, bye. What's that saying? Don't let the door hit you on the way out. I really, this is not the kind of person I am. I don't like to be mean, but it's like, oh. Gem Duo 8 times. I don't know what that means. And then it says 5 millimeter. Maybe it's 8 by 5. Color Trend Saturated Metallic Russet Orange. Oh my god, this is so delicious. I was wondering, I have a ton of diamonds now, like a collection. So I was kind of looking at these going, I actually put one aside. I thought maybe it was from my stash. And I was like, why is this sitting on my desk? And then it dawned on me, I bought 2 of them because this color is amazing. But I have to point out, if you've gotten color trends before, you do have to be cautious. I sometimes notice that the coating is not the greatest on it. Now this one it looks like everything is coated properly. I just noticed on the back of one, which you're not going to really see, you can see some bit of graininess. You can't even see it on the camera, so just ignore me. I think I may be going manic. I'm talking a little faster and a lot more and going like from one topic to the other. Welcome to my world. Okay, then we got these triangles. Oh, they're called Hex 8. Transparent frosted teal. You know, I love the color teal, but I've been ordering teal lately and I'm not really vibing on it. So that looks really dark. Let me try the tray. It gives you a better idea of the transparency. These are really beautiful. Wow. So if you have any clue what to do with these hexes. I was like, where did I put them? I put them on the hard surface so they wouldn't fall over. I was up. Okay, so let me just preface this. I think I may be getting a little elevated in my mood. I was up at 2 last night making bacon and eggs. Now, I have an excuse. I'm back on keto, and so these ones are the Megatama size 3. They're I don't know if they call them drops. They look like little drops. And inside color crystal gold lined is those ones, and this one is gold rainbow black. So let's take a look at them while I'm talking, while I'm jibber jabbering. Yeah, so I'm back on keto. So last night for dinner I had just steamed fish and spinach, and that was my dinner. And I always find when I have fish that I'm extremely hungry. Now, when I say I had fish, I had like 6 pieces. So there was lots of protein, lots. And the spinach was a whole frozen block of spinach. So I ate a lot, but I just don't find it filling. So I was busy getting Diane's shipment ready. I'm looking for a needle. I'm going to show you these so you can get a better idea of the shape. So it's a bit hard to see. They're so tiny. So the hole is like at one side, and it's a little larger on the bottom side and the top. And then it's got the color inside and then AB around the edge. So yeah, so my wife, she woke up the smell of bacon at 2 a.m., right? She's like, how come you're not in bed? Well, I was hungry. And my belly's hungry now, too. So I think I'll be having the rest of the bacon that I opened last night. That's the best part of doing keto, is bacon. Now, unfortunately, there's sugar in bacon. But it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's worth the carbs, and I just incorporate it into what I'm allowed for the day. So these ones are a little easier to see because they're called black, but they're still, as far as I'm concerned, clear crystal. They're really beautiful. I don't know what you'd use them for. If you have any ideas, let me know. I love magatems. I love every bead. Who am I kidding? So, I love magatemas. They're my favorite. Then 2 minutes later, I love hex beads. They're my favorite. So, yeah. You know, after all that conversation with my nurse, and I was like stressed out afterwards, and I had a stressful appointment with my family doctor in the morning. It was a phone appointment as well. And she was like, she had gotten a letter from the surgeon saying that he was retiring and that if I needed another surgeon that she would have to redo the referral. And she's asking me, have you heard anything? Like, what's the deal? I'm like, I don't know. But it had occurred to me, if my genetic testing comes out positive for the BRCA gene, Jen and I both talked about it. We're going for bilateral mastectomy, so I will need a surgeon. So that was stressing me, and then the nurse. So I go to talk to Jen about it after. She goes, you know, after all is said and done, you have the medication. You can increase it yourself, and then when the doctor calls you, you can say, yeah, okay. So that's what I did. So I took the extra last night. So that might help settle things down a bit. So these are my all-time favorites. These are Silverline Light Topaz. I basically call these gold bugles, and they are the number ones and the 3mm. And I have an incredible design that I do with these. You make them into little triangles, and every other you do 4mm pearls, and then you alternate it. So 3 rows, and then you alternate them back and forth. It looks amazing, and it's so simple to do. So my sister was here for my birthday, and she was like, I made her that bracelet, and she's like, I was really interested in making that bracelet. Do you have those supplies? I said, yeah. So I had only ordered 2 tubes of that, and I'd made a couple of bracelets. So I had like 1 1/4 or something, and I was like, do I give them to her? I'm such a hoarder. I'm like, just give them to her. You can reorder them. So when I saw they had these, I was like, yes. So $1, $1, yay. So I got every color they had. That's coming up now. Let's do some funky colors here. Look it. So yeah, we're going to see some really cool metallic nebula. Oh, these are incredible. Oh my gosh. These are stunning. Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with a new design for that bracelet with these guys. These are great to work with. They're so uniform. I highly recommend the Toho bugles. The thing I find with the size number 1, which is 3mm, is they're just the right size. I do have some 6 and some bigger ones, but I like these, but I don't want them to overwhelm the bracelet, and I find that the 3mm do that. It just like heightens it and elevates it. Looks stunning, but it doesn't take over the whole bracelet. So that's awesome. Look at these. These are frosted Jet Opaque. They are lovely. Yeah, these are. Oh, look at that. Those are amazing. Let me see if I can get that. There, a little better. Awesome. So I have some bigger tubes, kind of like these, opaque, to make wampum bracelets. But I wanted to, like, I was talking to Kathy Rowland. She just started her channel showing us her indigenous um, beadwork. And so a wampum bracelet is, from what I know, is to help you with strength and if you're going through something. So I thought it would be a really awesome bracelet to do during this cancer treatment. But I don't want to be culturally appropriating a design that's not mine. So I mentioned it to her, we talked about it, and she did kind of agree that it's not a good idea. That better ways to get somebody that's their culture to make one for you, kind of thing. So that was really nice of her to give me the heads up on that. So I will probably do some more research on that. So the wampums are made from shells of like mussels shells, and like the real wampum beads are carved and polished and everything, so there's a lot of work in it. And I think that's where the idea of using it for strength and courage, because of all the work that goes into creating it. So it's really cool. There's a really good video about that. So a lot of indigenous people that are by the ocean do wampum beads and bracelets. Now this one is aqua purple lined. Oh my gosh. So I have some rounds that have this kind of color. Oh, these. It looks like candy. These are amazing. Wow. You know what's going to happen? I've done a video earlier, released it, and then this one. I haven't checked the mail yet. It's only, well, it's 1:30 now, so the mail person should be by soon. I'll be doing another. That's me avoiding doing the work I need to do. So these are, let me go back to the initial gold that I had. So this is the one that I said I love. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's like a topaz orangey gold. Yeah, Silverline Topaz. And this is the light topaz. So this is awesome. I should do up kits for that bracelet design with these guys and do that as a giveaway. Look at that. These are so lovely. Wow. Then these are Ceylon Snowflake. Oh, this will help cool you off. Oh my god, these are really cool. Oh, is that an idea? I saw I'm trying to think, the Fashion House. It's one of the big ones. Anyway, they have a lot of videos, and there's a lot of like embroidery to do with the fabric to make the dresses and stuff. So they'll show how they put like chiffon flowers on top of like a silk or a lace kind of thing, and embroider it on with like little beads like this and stuff. So I was just thinking I could do the design that I was talking about, but instead of pearls, have little flowers around. That would look so amazing. This would look amazing for like bezeling and make a snowflake. I went to the fabric store yesterday, and they have a big craft section. They had a whole aisle of Christmas stuff. And I was thinking, what? Christmas already? But you think people that do crafts for Christmas, they need to start now. So that's why they do it. But oh, these are amazing. These ones are called Iris Purple. Oh, these are really cool. They didn't have anything I needed. I was not happy. I wasn't supposed to be in there. So I had to go to the business office store to fax some documents. And my wife was going to Giant Tiger. I don't know if you guys have Giant Tiger in the States. Actually, no, I think it's a Canadian company. Anyway, it's like kind of like a department store, but they have groceries too. So anyway, she was in there getting bread, and she said, well, you go fax your thing, and then I'll meet you over at what they call the bulk barn, and it's like bulk spices and stuff. And we needed to get some stuff there. Well, right next door is the fabric store. Big mistake. Don't send Emma on her own. So that's what I ran into the craft store. I'm like, why don't you have anything I want? Transparent rainbow cobalt. This is amazing. I noticed there's one that's broken. There was some broken pieces in here. I don't think it matters. So when COVID started, I went to the fabric store to get this stuff. I forget what it's called now, but I had the name, and I asked her if they had this left. She said pretty much everything is sold out. And they did have very little in fabric. And she said, we're having problems getting restocked because a lot of mills and factories are shut down because of COVID outbreaks. So they're still having problems keeping up because the shelves were pretty bare. I was looking for some ribbon that had like little embroidered figures of any kind. So like maybe an anchor or a bicycle or something, little things like that, because I'm getting ready to make some leather bracelets that have some of the paracord that I got. And you take a little piece of that, you fold it over, and when you do your tying, you tuck that in and keep it in, and it looks amazing. I'll have to show you. I'm probably not explaining it right, but these are gorgeous. The AB is really incredible on these. So yeah, I was surprised. But the funny part, they had Inuit art ribbons that were fully embroidered. They were this thick. I was like, what? You have this? You don't have just like simple stuff? Because that's kind of rare. I was shocked that it was even, but I would imagine it's used for a lot of the costumes for competitions and stuff. They just had a big powwow. I was so sad. They were like all excited. It's a big powwow. It's going to be free. And it was at the center where we go to swim. But I couldn't go because there would have been too many people. And it's just a little dangerous for me to get exposed. These are my new favorite. Oh, frosted crystal, gold lined. Oh, these are beautiful. Whoa. That is unbelievable. This one looks full. They put too many beads. What am I going to do with all those beads? Same thing I'm doing with all the others. Play with them. So I got 3 of those. That's awesome. And then these are the last ones. And oh, I love this. Opaque Luster Light Beige. Usually they call this Navajo white. Yeah, I know the Navajo white may be a bit lighter, and these are gorgeous. Oh, oh, these are so pretty. I don't think the camera is really, let me see if I adjust the light a bit. I don't think the camera's picking up how gorgeous these are. They're very creamy looking. Wow. So that is it. 3-part bead haul. All of these things were $1. So that is awesome. Let me grab these lovelies. Now I have to sort these. I had them sorted. Time to play. Yeah, that's awesome. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening to me vent. I appreciate it. Let me know how things are going with you. You can always vent to me. So there we go. Take care, everybody. Bye.